Emotional intelligence is attractive. But first off, what's up, beautiful people? This your favorite cousin Rich, back once again. I hope you're having a marvelous and magnificent day, because I am as well. So let's begin. Emotional intelligence is attractive as but first, what is emotional intelligence? Well, let me explain to you. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while also being able to identify, understand, and influence the emotions of others. It's a critical skill for building healthy relationships, achieving success in both personal and professional settings, and managing stress effectively. One of the first reasons why I believe emotional intelligence is attractive is because it allows a deeper connection. It's something more than surface level. See, when you have surface level connections, a lot of the reason why is because people don't want to dive deep. People don't want to be vulnerable. People don't want to have, you know, to put their emotions on the front line. They rather hide their emotions due to whatever traumatic past they may have had, or bad relationships, or trouble parenting, or whatever the case may be. So having emotional intelligence allows people to be fully aware of their emotions. How do they feel about certain situations? How do they feel about certain people? It allows a smoother and easier connection when you're connecting with people. It allows you not to have to say certain things. Certain things are just understood, and if somebody's having, let's say, an off or a bad day, it allows you, your emotions are regulated. So it allows you to know that you are not the cause of this person's, issues or problems, and it allows you to attack or address certain situations properly versus how someone who may not necessarily be in tune with their emotions, in those situations, people may think where somebody's having a bad day that it's their fault, so they will poke and prod at them, ask them what's wrong, instead of just addressing the situation and saying, hey, I see something's wrong with you. If you're having a bad day, if you want to talk to me about something or anything, you can talk to me. And this is a big difference when you're dealing with people, because like I said, a lot of times people are not regulated emotionally. They don't have a lot of emotional intelligence, or not aware of their emotions, and a lot of things they may take personally. And when you're building with somebody, or you have a connection with somebody, that's a hard task to fight, because every day people go through things, and it's not anyone's fault. That's just how life goes. And if you have a partner who believes that everything is their fault, or is not healed from certain things, it's hard to grow from that, because now you have to do the back work that should have been done or could have been done beforehand previously, and now you have to sort of heal those bonds as you grow with them, which could be challenging. But if you have the right partner and they're willing and open to grow, that just makes it even better. So, you don't shun people who's not emotionally intelligent, but it just makes it much more easier when you're dealing with somebody or in a relationship. Have you ever heard the phrase, what's understood don't have to be said? Well, that's why I believe, and that's why I love emotional intelligence, because it plays right along with that. Have you ever been in a connection or vibing with somebody, and certain things just don't have to be said? Like the elementary school games of, do you like me, or what is this and all that? You don't have to play those games. You just vibing with this person. And a label for this connection is not needed, because the energy and the exchange between you two is just so high. And I believe when you're in connections like this, where certain things don't have to be said, it's just understood, it vibes so well. It's almost like it was destined to be. I feel like the certain connections where you have to ask certain people and you have to pull certain things out of people, those are people who are not necessarily emotionally intelligent, or certain people who haven't healed from certain things. And I feel like if you have to ask somebody, or I feel like if you have to pull something out of somebody, somebody's not ready. That person's not ready, or they may have something that they're dealing with, or somebody that they're dealing with, so you have to let those things play out as they do. But like I said, when things smooth and flow like water, and it's easy, and you don't have to say too much, and you just connecting, and you just chilling, and you being in the present, that's a beautiful thing. That's a wonderful thing. And that's why I love emotional intelligence, because both of you two don't have to say anything. You just understand it, you're just going with the flow. And the only time you have to label something is for other people, or to officially make something. But that wasn't necessary for this connection to continue flourishing. It's already understood. What's understood don't have to be said. The last thing I want to mention is how emotional intelligence increases self-awareness and humility. The self-awareness part is knowing that your triggers, knowing if you have or haven't healed from certain situations, and that you should or shouldn't continue on with present or future situations due to whatever you have or haven't healed in the past. This self-awareness allows you to know if you're in a situation, or you're in a connection, or you're dealing with somebody, or in anything, It allows you to know if you've messed up. It allows you to know if you need to apologize. It allows you to know, if you trespassed against somebody, or you made somebody feel some type of way, or you've hurt somebody, or anything, or if you need to apologize to somebody, anything like that. It allows you to know that you're not too big, or you're not too proud to say, I'm sorry, or I apologize, and that's super attractive. When you're dealing with somebody and they might have done you wrong and they don't know it, or they might have done you wrong and they can notice that you change your energy towards them or anything like that. And they can say, hey, did XYZ, what I might have said, offended you, or do you feel some type of way about this or that? And then being able to handle it and not take offense to it, and being able to heal it so you guys can move forward instead of it being stagnant, that's a very attractive thing. Somebody who's able to take accountability. Also, humility. Being able to be patient and compassionate with somebody, knowing ahead of time and not blaming this person in the future. So knowing if somebody might have been anxious or dealing with anxiety or depression, right? And knowing how to navigate around that and build a connection and grow with them, even though they may have this anxiety, depression, or whatever the case may be, whatever they have going on. Knowing that they have these things, but being able to grow and build around these things is very attractive, right? So now, on top of that, when these things pop up, like say for instance, something with anxiety pops up, or they go through a depression spell, or whatever the case may be, when these things pop up and they may throw a rock in this smooth flowing water that you may have, causing disruption, whenever something may pop up that may cause a disruption about, and they've already told you about these things, being emotionally intelligent will allow you to know how to navigate around these things. Will allow you to know to be like, okay, let's slow down, let's pause the brakes, let's handle this situation right now, you know what I'm saying, so we can get back to our regular scheduled programming, of this fun loving, dig? So, being with somebody who's emotionally intelligent allows you to be comfortable. It's almost like your safe space, knowing that if you have something going on or an issue happens, they're not going to blame you, they're not going to attack you, they're not going to, make you feel worse than what you already are. They're going to be there to comfort you, help you, and to be there with you, for a better day. Let me just put it like that. Yeah, for a better day. All in all, this is why I believe emotional intelligence is attractive as fuck. This is your favorite cousin. I hope this video could help somebody today. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.